Tom Barrasso, how's he pulled up from that calf knock, and obviously did go out as he likely to play this weekend?
We're going to give him every chance. Yeah, he trained briefly today. He didn't do a lot, so let's see how he pulls up this afternoon and tomorrow. Being an interstate game, it's hard to leave it to the last minute, but we're going to leave it to the last minute.
So he'll fly regardless?
No, I don't think it'll be regardless. No, last minute before the flight.
What are your options if he's unavailable? Does Oscar potentially go back again?
Yeah, there's options there. I mean, need to think about what Hawthorn bring as well, but we'll work through that. I mean, Rotham's been playing well as well at waffle level. Oscar Allen's played back before, so there's a few options there. And do we play a bit smaller in our back half if he doesn't play?
You got that handy Brad Shepherd can play the tall and small and take on the bigger bodies.
Yeah, we think Shannon Hearn can do a bit of that as well. So we've done it in the past. We've been really tall and really small. So yeah, looking at that balance if Tom doesn't come up, but fingers crossed he does.
Does the ground have any say in that? Does MCG play better with smalls or talls? Or?
No, don't think so. Maybe the weather's, it looks like it's going to be a bit wet and windy, but yeah, we'll work through all that this afternoon. We've got match committee.
That marking power of both Barras and McGovern, how do you change things up when they're not there?
Yeah, well, it's not something we build our game around. It is a good byproduct of what we do. Does support how we play with what they do, but the way our defenders play, it's not part of the repertoire that we must have an intercept marker. We've just got a couple of really good ones. But Shep holds his own, and so does Shannon Hearn as well. So if they're good defenders, that's the priority. And I think we've got a pretty good mix of defenders that can hold their own.
You got set time for Nick this weekend? How much he plays?
Yeah, we will. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but it'll be limited. It'll be the same as the start of last year and throughout the season last year. I thought we handled that pretty well. So we'll do it in a way that's pretty similar to last year.
And the two rucks, you've got no problems of Hickey and Nick Nat?
Well, we're going to work through that too. Yeah, that's undecided. There's Oscar, there's Hickey, and there's Vardy, and Brooksby, I suppose, and Bailey Williams as well. So we've got to work through a few things this afternoon.
Who sort of knows in front out of Vardy and Hickey as the action?
Well, I suppose Hickey has, just because he played on the weekend and he played well, but he's number one ruckman type. So the different players, aren't they? And even Oscar's different as well. So we'll probably explore a few different options in the next 5 or 6 weeks. But yeah, we'll see how we go today.
What do you think it's going to bring to the team, bringing back somebody like Nick Nat, who has such an influence on you?
I'm not sure. I think there will be a different feel amongst our players. He's such a special person, and not only for the players but for the club and the fans and supporters. So it's just great as a football supporter to see him back. So there's that, and then there's the dynamics of what we've been doing as a team. And we've been going okay in the midfield, and our team's held their own without Nick. And he's a significant out for us this year. He's the Dangerfield of our side. He's one of our best players. So missing a Fife type player is what Nat Nui is for us. So we've managed that okay. So how do we get back into the flow with him back you're going to see it develop in the next 4 or 5 weeks.
You talk about the success of bringing Hickey in, and he's performed really well when he's been out there in Nick's absence.
Yeah, well, he's been pretty good, yeah. He's missed a few weeks through injury. He's carried the load for us at stages this year, and we've mixed it up with Hickey as well, with Allen and Vardy. So that's a moving feast. So like I said, he hasn't let us down too often, Hickey.
What do you need from the person who partners Nick, the number one ruckman who does all the centre bounce work and then coming and helping out around the ground? What are you actually looking for as his support act?
I think it's probably going to be a bit more than the support act. We like I've been saying, we've gone okay at the moment without Nick being out there. So it's more how do we continue to develop what we've got and then get better with Nick in the side. That's pretty much it. So we'd like to think we'd get better, but there's no guarantees on that. So it'll take a bit of time to work that out.
Is the plan for Nick to be the centre bounce person and then come off?
No, not at the moment. I don't think you can do that. It's just too hard with the. You don't know when the goals are going to get kicked, and the runner not being available means you can't make moves that quick anymore. You got to wait. You got to plan them a bit more. There's a bit more planning going on now pre-game than there used to be.
When you say you guys might not get better with him, coming back where it might disrupt things. Is there a bit of a concern for you that it will disrupt the pattern?
No, don't read too much into that. We're pretty happy Nick's back. Okay, so it's like any top line player that comes back into the side. How they fit back into the groove of AFL. It's been round 17 last year, so we need to give Nick a little bit of patience. Everyone's really excited that he's back. That's great, but there's also people who jump on him straight away, which I guarantee you will happen at some stage before his career ends. So just get the good balance is my plea. Let him find his feet.
So Willie comes back into contention for a spot, and you had a kid on the boo last week that put in a pretty handy performance. Is as straight as I'm going to swap those two?
No, it's not. No, I thought he was pretty good, Camo. So Willie will come back into the side. So we'll work through that this afternoon with match committee.
Are you suggesting Cameron will stay in there?
Well, he gets my vote, so that holds a bit of sway at match committee. So we'll see if they can get out argued. But we'll work on that this afternoon.
This is actually really healthy, like compared to a lot of clubs at the moment. There'd be some nervous blokes just looking around going, there's a lot of blokes to pick from, isn't there?
Yeah, we're okay. There's a bit of a transition with our list at the moment with guys coming back from injury, and there's guys who are sore and all the things that you probably don't see. So we're not holding on in terms of we're not in dire straits, but there's still some things we're working through. But we've worked really hard on our list and trying to get it fit and healthy and available for the back half of the season. And we're having a few stumbles here and there with suspensions, and then there's a few niggles here and there we're trying to manage as well.
Unless you're not telling us, but that forward 50 of Cameron, Rioli, Ryan and Cripps looks pretty menacing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. The way they defended last week was the most impressive part of our game, really. Our forwards and the ability to defend well was really pleasing. So when they bring that intent, it's as dangerous as anyone's.
How's Venables? It's a long
Yeah, it's a long-term injury. Yeah, we're just trying to take that as carefully as we can. So, he's still recovering really from the head knock. He's it's slow and steady at the moment. Try and just get him back into some exercise, and then we've got to rebuild the fitness level. So he's pretty much off legs for 6 or 7 weeks, and no real activity. So now it's about the rebuild. So we're working through that.
What's realistic for him to play another game of footy?
We'd like to get him back this year. Yeah. So that's the goal.
Are you concerned about it? Like, obviously you are concerned about it,
Yeah.
but it's a long term and it's a concussion which we've seen a lot of players struggle to get back from.
Yeah, well, this is his first one, so we're not to say that you want more than one, but it was just a big knock. So I think the longer term effects will subside, but the short term we just need to be careful about how we manage him.
So it's not going to get 8.
I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. I think now it's about building the body and getting back on the track to train. He hasn't started training yet, so that'll happen the next couple of weeks.
How do you see the Hawks at this stage? They looked like they might have got some momentum, and then that fell away on the weekend.
I mean, they've still got 9 or 10 premiership players. Their best is still really good. They've probably averaged losing margins 2 or 3 goals, so they've been in almost every contest. So we're fully aware of what Hawthorn can do.
Can I ask about Brady Rawlings? Is a story that he has accepted a job at the Kangaroos. Can you confirm and tell us whether he's still at the club, whether he hasn't accepted but he's thinking about it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the current status is, but I know that he's been approached by North and they're working through that at the moment. So we're really disappointed to see him go. He's one of my best friends and he's done a great job for our club. But yeah, I'm not quite sure if it's been sorted out yet, but I think there's conversations happening.
Is he still at the club here working?
I think so, yeah. I don't think it's got to the point where he's not at the club.
So it sounds a little bit like he resigned, but he's probably going to lose him.
Well, I hope he does it, but if he does, it'll be disappointing for us personally and as a club. But that's up to Brady.
How important has he been? What's been his strength in this role?
He's done a few roles. He was our assistant coach in the midfield, and then he transitioned into list management. So he's still doing that role now. So until we work through it and see where he's at, then I can do his eulogy later on.
Yeah, there's got a few more people, including yourself. You're worried that they might come up at Prey and Petrie as well. We expect them to go for you at one point.
Look, that's up to North. It's not. I can't control that. They're on the lookout for some staff, and we've got some good people here. Which we've lost a few good people over the journey. So that just comes with the job.
Have you or your management heard from them,
From
from North Melbourne,
in regards to
being their head coach?
a brief conversation a long time ago, which it was put to bed pretty quick. So yeah, I think they're just doing their due diligence. So I'm happy where I am at the moment.
When you say a long time ago, was that after the departure of...
Yeah. So that's all come and gone.